Welcome to the Investing Wise Academy, a channel where aspiring millionaires and billionaires can learn how to invest wisely. In this video, we're taking you step by step in opening a Roth IRA with $1,000. We'll talk about what exactly the Roth IRA is, some pros and cons of it, and why most people can greatly benefit from it. This video, of course, would not be complete if we didn't show you what exactly how to do it step by step. So we're going to open up a Roth IRA account live for you to see, so that you can do it by yourself. Before anything else, if you're new to our channel, please subscribe to see more videos like this. Now let's get started by discussing what exactly is a Roth IRA. The term Roth IRA refers to a specific form of IRA that allows you to access your investment earnings tax-free upon retirement. Now, I don't want you to consider a Roth IRA to be an actual investment. There are numerous kinds of investments, such as stocks, bonds, ETFs, real estate, and so on. The Roth IRA is just a place to keep your money. Remembering this can help you avoid becoming bogged down in the details. The only real difference is that it comes with a number of significant benefits, all of which we'll go over in just a moment. This leads us nicely into the next section of this video, where we'll look at the advantages and disadvantages of a Roth IRA. Starting with the pro, which is that Roth IRAs are tax-free. So, say for instance, you've got two separate accounts. You have two accounts, one is a traditional IRA and the other is a brokerage account, and over the previous 30 to 40 years, you have continuously invested in both accounts, allowing them to grow a combined $1 million. The only catch is that after taxes, a regular brokerage account would be valued closer to $600,000 or $500,000 depending on what you live, rather than $1 million. However, a Roth IRA would still be worth $1 million in this scenario. Just how is that possible? Because that's the greatest benefit from the Roth IRA. None of the money you earn within the Roth IRA, as well as the capital gains and profits you've made over the years, are subject to taxation. The next pro with the Roth IRA is that you're allowed to withdraw your contributions at any point, even before retirement. Now, to quickly clarify, it is crucial that you know the distinction between a contribution and an actual earning in your Roth IRA. Your contributions are the money that you add into your Roth IRA. Consider that you have invested $1,000 in a Roth IRA but are unprepared for an unexpected expense because you have no savings. This means you'll need to withdraw $1,000 you put into your Roth IRA. Well, surprisingly enough, it's not a problem at all and you're free to do that. But suppose you made $500 in additional income while investing $1,000, bringing the grand total to $1,500. That $500 represent a capital gain and hence not available for withdrawal. Because your initial deposit of $1,000 serve as the account principal and initial investment, you may withdraw that full amount. But the actual gains from the investment rising if you just can't stop yourself, your hands are too sticky and have to take out that $500, then I'm afraid Uncle Sam and his nonprofit, the IRS, will first make you pay taxes on those gains and then be compelled to a 10% early withdrawal fee. And the final pro is that Roth IRA do not have required minimum distributions or RMDs. After the age of 72, you are required to begin taking minimum withdrawals for your 401k, SEP-IRA, Standard IRA, or 403b retirement account. Because of this, you can expect your retirement savings to increase and compound automatically over time. The government has a problem with this since it wants to begin taxing those distributions immediately. The absence of a required minimum distribution RMD from a Roth IRA, however, eliminates this concern. Then if you waited until you were 80, you'd gain an extra 2 decades or so of compound interest on your money. Let me put it this way, depending on the size of your account, you might make millions of dollars in investing gains. The first disadvantage of a Roth IRA is the low ceiling set for contributions. When compared to other retirement plans such as 401k, to which you can contribute up to $20,500 or $27,000 if you're over the age of 50, the yearly contribution limit for a Roth IRA is rather low at $6,000. The next con is that Roth IRAs have income limits. Your annual contribution limit will begin to drop once your yearly income surpasses $129,000. You cannot contribute to a Roth IRA if your annual income is more than $144,000. However, this limit varies depending on your filing status, single, married, etc., and the state in which you live. They may have gone up or down between now and when you watch this video. The final con to Roth IRA is that the money you put into it has already been taxed by the IRS. This is in contrast to a 401k, where contributions are tax-free but withdrawals are taxable. Let's transition now into actually opening up the Roth IRA. A Roth IRA can be opened with almost any broker. Some of the best examples include Fidelity, Vanguard, Charles Schwab, M1 Finance, and a variety of other brokers. Which one you choose is entirely dependent on your personal preferences. But we're going to use Fidelity in this video. But keep in mind that you can go with any broker and the process for starting a Roth IRA will be essentially the same. Step number 1, which is opening the Fidelity account or whichever broker you decided to go with. What you'll see right now on the screen is Fidelity. You can get here by going to fidelity.com on your computer or by downloading the Fidelity app on your mobile device. Anyway, let us return to the computer now. Now, click where it says Create an Account and you should see a window spring up. On the left side of this window, you'll see a Roth IRA choice and then you'll just click the Open Now button. Following that, you'll be taken to a website that asks if you're already a Fidelity customer. If you are, simply check into your account and save yourself about 15 minutes of filling out information. If you're not a Fidelity customer, you must select No. At that point, you must create an account. This will only take a few minutes. You'll be asked a few administrative questions regarding your income, your employment, and your identity. You'll be required to sign some investment documents. It's all pretty typical stuff and it'll be the same for any broker, so nothing new here. After you've created your account, the following step 2, is to fund your Roth IRA and make your first contribution. Keep in mind that you are not compelled to make a gift right now. It's fine if you skip this section and then wait a few months before making your first contribution. So you've set up your Roth IRA and deposited some funds into it. Those are both significant steps. It's finally time to decide what you're going to invest in. Step number 3. There are numerous investing opportunities available. You have equities, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, rates, real estate options, annuities, and banking products such as CDs. Ignore everything, okay? It's all nonsense. To truly begin developing your wealth and investing in your Roth IRA, I want you to concentrate solely on one of these assets, the index fund. If you don't understand what an index fund is, think of it as a basket. So you have this basket, but within it are hundreds if not thousands of various equities. What's really great about index fund is that if you choose the right one, which I'll help you with a second, it'll basically just allow you to have a broad, diversified, high-growth portfolio without having to do any work, any research. If you know nothing about the stock market and how investing works, it makes no difference because all you have to do is select the appropriate index fund. This leads me to the next point. The most beneficial index fund to invest in are those that expose you to the whole US stock market. To illustrate, consider the Fidelity Total Market Index Fund, FSCAX. When you acquire shares of this index fund, your portfolio instantly gains exposure to the aforementioned 3,875 stocks, including Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Tesla, and many more. They are pulled together in a single index fund, and if you invest $120 in that index fund, you will have exposure to all of those thousands of equities it holds. Please keep in mind that FXCAX is a Fidelity index fund. Therefore, if you form a Roth IRA at the Vanguard or M1 Finance for instance, you'd be unable to invest in FXCAX. However, every single broker is going to have basically their own exact equivalent of another index fund. As an illustration, VTSAX, or Vanguard equivalent of FXCAX. You can have exposure to a diverse group of US stocks by investing in VTSAX, another whole market index fund. Investing in ETF or exchange-traded fund, which is functionally identical to an index fund, is an option if you registered a Roth IRA with a broker like M1 Finance that does not offer its own index funds. The Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, VTI, is an excellent exchange-traded fund. This ETF is designed to provide investors with a 360-degree view of the stock market. We are back on the Fidelity dashboard. Step number 4, which is going to be buying the investments. We'll open a new window by clicking Trade button in the upper left corner. Once it does, we'll be able to choose from the available functions. It may sound complicated, but trust me when I say it's not. FSCAX is a Fidelity index fund I would choose to invest in if I wanted to complete market exposure. Okay, so from this menu, select mutual funds rather than equities ETFs. By doing so, you can choose the account that will serve as the basis for your new Roth IRA. You'll want to ensure the amount of your trading capital is displayed. I ought to be proportional to what you put in. $1,000 works for me. So here, where it says symbol, enter FXCAX and you'll see the symbol appear. So you'll click on that. It's going to show you the current price of the index fund, and then directly below the price of an index fund, you'll see this drop down right here that says action with 3 options: buy, sell, and exchange. When we invest in index fund, it will require a specific sum of money. I'm going to put $1,000 here since I plan to put all of my $1,000 into the index fund. Once you've read the brief summary of what you're about to do that appears in this window and are satisfied that this is what you want to do, you can confirm your selection by clicking the button labeled Confirm. Just so there's no confusion, once the order is processed, index funds are distinct from equities and exchange-traded funds. As long as the stock market is open, the moment you place an order to purchase a stock or exchange-traded fund or ETF, the funds will be deposited into your account. There is a slight difference in how index funds function. Each day at 4 p.m., an index fund orders are processed. A buy order for an index fund placed on Tuesday at 5 p.m. will be not filed until Wednesday at 4 p.m. As a result, until that order is processed at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, you will not be the legal owner of the index fund. I would suggest ETFs if you like more hands-off approach to investing and prefer not to be tied to a specific trading window. One excellent choice for a total market ETF is BTI. To sum up, that's pretty much it. Once the transaction is processed and you become the official owner of the ETF, you will be able to view in your portfolio and track its progress. For those who are just starting to learn about investing, I recommend you to watch our video on how to start investing for beginners. Click and watch in the next video here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and we'll see you in this video.